Hello everybody, it's Anna here from Ipswich Library. Welcome to Sunday Crafts. This week we're going to make some things that you can play with. So we're going to make two different things. We're going to make a spinner. So this is one that I've already made. And what you do is you hold one hand still and you twirl the other hand round and round and round to wind the string up. And then when you pull it, the thing will spin. I didn't do that very well. I will do it again. Do lots of twirling. And then when you pull it, it spins. Hope you can see that. And depending on what pattern you put on it, it spins differently. So I've made two of those there. I'm going to show you how to make those. And then we're going to make a froggy catcher. So this has got a little bit of blue tack at the end and a fly. And the trick is to catch him, the fly, in the frog's mouth. Oh, there you go. So sometimes it's easy, sometimes not so easy. And he's just made out of a loo roll. Okay? So, first of all, the spinners. I'll show you what you need to make these. So first of all, you need a piece of cardboard. It can be any kind of cardboard. This is quite thick, but you can just use a cereal box would be great. And you need something round to cut a circle. I just used a cereal bowl. Then you will need some paper, so it can be white paper or coloured paper like this. And this is what you're going to stick onto the cardboard to draw on. You're going to need some crayons and then a ruler, some tape, glue and scissors, and a little bit of blue tack and a sharp pencil for poking holes like we've done before. Okay. So they're all the things that you're going to need for the spinner. Alright, so we'll do that one first. Get rid of all these. So first of all, take your cardboard and draw around your bowl. Easy peasy. There we go. You're only going to need one circle, so that's all you'll need. And then you're going to cut it out. So I've already cut one out here to save a little bit of time. Then, if you want to just draw straight onto the cardboard, that's fine. But if you want to make it white or coloured on the background, you're going to need to stick it to some paper. So I used, I've done one side already, blue. I'm going to put yellow on the other side. So I think the easiest way is actually to stick glue all over your circle. And then stick it onto your paper. And then you can just cut round the paper. So we'll do that. Just to say, you don't have to do this, you can just use the cardboard. Might be interesting to see if your cardboard has got a pattern on it or a, the name of your cereal or whatever, what that looks like when you put it round on the spinner. So we're going to cut round this really carefully. There you go, probably more carefully than I'm doing. I'm trying to do it quickly for you. Okay. Then you've got to find where the middle of your circle is. So I found that the easiest way to do this was to take a ruler and try and find the widest bit of your circle. And mine was 14 centimetres, so I'm just going to put a dot halfway. And then do it around the circle on the other side, 14 centimetres, should be the same, both sides. And then you get a dot in the middle, because what you need to do then is you need to make some holes for the string to go through. And you need to make two holes, there's the centre of the circle, and actually you need to make two holes, one just to one side and one just to the other side. So not directly in the middle, but just either side of the middle. So get my bit of blue tack and poke a hole, and then I'm going to poke a hole in the other side. There we go. I think the top's just managed to break my pencil. Let me just get another one. There we go. That's better. There we are. So now you can see there are two holes either side of the centre of the circle, and that's going to be for your string to go through. Then all you have to do is colour in your design. And it doesn't really matter what you do, but experiment with some different things. This is a lovely swirly pattern that makes a really nice spin when you spin it. You can use all sorts of different colours. Maybe we should do a rainbow. So I'm going to just do red there. I'm going to get some thicker pens so that I can colour it in a bit quicker for you. There we go. So you can colour all that in, and then you can carry on all the way around, make a rainbow if you want to. I'm not going to colour this one in altogether because it will take too long on the video, but you can colour it in with all sorts of lovely patterns, and I would do all the different colours of the rainbow on there. And I'm going to show you how to put the string in next. Once you've coloured it, remember to colour it on both sides. This one's got even done a smiley face on this one, look, and then a star on that side. Once you've done that, then we need to put the string in. So you need about 2 rulers worth of string. So if you've got a long ruler, you can measure 1, 2 rulers worth of string, and that's about the right amount. So that's about 60 centimetres of string. And then you need to poke it through the holes that you've made in the middle. That's one side. And then the other side. There you go. And then take the 2 ends and just tie them in a knot. It's that easy. And your spinner's finished. So you pull the string out so you've got equal amounts on both sides. Then you hold one hand still and you make little circles with the other hand so you can spin it up really tight. There we go. And then, whoop, it will spin. That one was a bit rubbish. You might need a bit of practice doing this. There we go. Let's see if it works now. Come on. Oh. Sometimes they twist sideways and you have to make sure the string's in the middle. Let me try with this one because this one worked a little bit better earlier, didn't it? To show you what happens. So give it a go. Experiment with your length of string and then see if you can make it spin. There. Whee! There you go, that one works really well. I hope you can see that. Give it one more go. Whee! Okay, so that is your spinner. I'm just going to clear all these things away and then I'm going to show you how to make the frog. Okay, welcome back. And now I'm going to show you how to make the little frog catcher, which I'm rubbish at. Oh, managed to get it in. There you go. So that's lots of fun. The longer you make the string, the harder it is to get it in. So you can decide how long you want to make the string and how hard you want it to be. So to make this craft, these are the things that you're going to need. You're going to need a loo roll. If you haven't got a loo roll, you can just use some cereal box cardboard and wrap it round something like a rolling pin or just a thin tube. You could make a wider one by wrapping it round a bottle, drinks bottle if you wanted to, and sellotaping it down the side, and that will make a tube of card. So you can make one of these even if you haven't got a loo roll, but that's what I've used. You will need some white paper or coloured paper to make all the dots and arms and things. You're going to need a little bit of string, like that, for his tongue. And then you're going to need a little bit of blue tack and some colours as usual, as well as the normal, some tape and some glue. So there are the things that you're going to need to make the frog. Okay. So first of all, take your loo roll. Now, this one, I just coloured in the loo roll with some felt tips. So I just coloured the outside in with some green felt tip, and I coloured the inside of the loo roll in with some red felt tip. So that is absolutely fine. If you want to cover it with some paper, you can do. so I had some green paper. So this loo roll, I just stuck some green paper all the way around it. So you can do that as well. And they're both absolutely fine. So the first thing you need to do is colour it in. I haven't coloured the middle in on this one, but you can do that. And then we're going to squash down the end of the loo roll. So you just take one end of the loo roll and squash it down. Don't squash it all down, so you need this bit to stay as a nice circle. You're just going to squash the end down like that. And then inside this squashed bit, you're going to put a piece of string. And you want it to, this is going to hold the string in place, like this one. So just make the string stick out of the end a little bit like that. Okay. And then we're going to try and get this to stick down. Now, you can get it to stick down with glue, which I'm going to try, but sometimes it pings back up again. So if your glue isn't very strong, you can also stick it with some tape. Or you could try gluing it lots and then putting a peg on the end, and then just to keep it closed down until the glue dries. I'm going to put as much glue as I can in here. There we go. And then don't forget to put your string in, so it's sticking out the bottom. Then I'm going to squish it down together. Because I want to do this in a hurry, I'm going to put a bit of tape on this one to make sure it's stuck. But as I say, you could get, if your mum's got some pegs, or your parents have got some pegs, you can stick it down with some pegs or a clip or some paper clip or something to help it to stick. But I am just going to put a bit of tape on mine to make sure it's stuck down. You can see it's popped out already. On the other side. Hopefully that will help it stay stuck down. Then we need to make our tube into a frog. So we're going to give him some eyes and legs. And you've got to, if you've got some googly eyes, you can use those. But if you want to make your own, it's really easy. So here's a piece of white paper, and I just drew some of the shapes on that we were going to need. So here's his legs. It's ever so easy, it's like drawing a bit of a tree. Just draw a rectangle like that, and then stick some spiky toes on, and then colour him in. And I've just drawn 2 eyes, and I've drawn some yellow dots for his back. And these are the flies, and they're really easy. You can draw like a teardrop shape like that, and then 2 blobs on either side, and 2 eyes. Making stripy wings, and there is your fly. So that can be any colour you like. Then you've got to cut all those out. So there's a little bit of cutting there. You might need a little bit of help from somebody else in your house if it's tricky to cut them out. And then you end up with all bits, which I've already cut out here to save time. And then we're just going to stick them on. So I'm going to stick his eyes on the top there. Oh, very good eyes. And then there he is. I'm going to stick some yellow dots on just to make him look a bit more exciting, a bit froggy. And then finally, stick his legs on. Draw on his legs. That's one leg. Sorry if his legs fall off. You might need to leave yours to dry for a little while before you play with it. There you go. So there's your frog finished. So now all we need to do is attach his fly. I think I've made this little bit of string a bit short actually, but it's up to you. See, that one's a bit longer. This one's going to be quite short. See if he manages to catch this one. So then if you get a bit of blue tack and you can stick the blue tack into the end of the string like that. Then you can attach your fly to the end of the string. I thought I'd cut out some flies, but I can't see any, so I'm just going to quickly cut these ones out. We'll use these. I seem to have lost my flies this morning. Perhaps they've buzzed off somewhere. That's one. And then there's the other one. So say if you make your string a bit longer, it makes it harder to catch. And if you make your string shorter, it should make it easier to catch. You should just be able to blue tack the fly. Use the blue tack to stick the fly to the tongue like that. So just squish them down. There you go, one on each side. And then you can, whoop! Nearly caught him. Yay! I caught my fly. Ha ha! Yum, 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 yum. So there you are. There's your fly catching froggies and your spinners. So I hope you have fun making these and playing with them as well, because that's the point, is that they're nice for you to play with when you've finished. You can show someone that you've made your own toys. Yeah, look at that. It's working really well now. Okay. So I hope you've enjoyed the Sunday craft for today, and I will see you next week for another Sunday craft.